So let me ask you a question. How would you like to learn how you could literally double your return on investment? Hey, what is going on, Amazon business owners and very soon to be Amazon business owners? Bob Schneck checking in with you today from ALGO Online Retail. Really excited to be here because today I'm going to talk a little bit about money. So let me ask you a question. How would you like to learn how you could literally double your return on investment? Would that be pretty cool? Well, that is what this video is all about. You know, I love sharing tips and tricks that I've learned throughout my career. And today I'm going to share one with you that literally can double the return on investment that you make for your inventory on Amazon. So let me go ahead and I'm going to switch over and share my screen with you right here. Okay, let me go ahead and throw myself up in the corner here. Now, what we're going to be talking about in some respects is a little bit controversial. Now, what I mean by that is there's always people like to argue, right? But I'm going to kind of show you the truth. Again, this is what it's always about, the truth about selling on Amazon. So what I'm going to be talking about today is how do we increase your return on investment anywhere from 10, 20, 30, 40, even 50%. How would you like to go from a 25% return to a 50% return like that? Because that's what we're going to talk about. Now, here's what it's going to be. We are going to be talking about credit cards. Oh no, there's that cuss word, right? Because you got all the gurus out there telling you credit cards are bad, they're evil, cut them up, you know, burn them, have a ceremony. Man, I could talk for hours about that. And I'm just going to tell you right now, if you do want to learn about it, I got some other videos that talk all about credit card usage, how to use them wisely, smartly. But today I'm going to introduce you to a little tip, a little trick that's going to put up to 50% more money in your pocket. And it's done through sign-up bonuses, okay? Now, the first thing I need you to understand is that credit cards aren't good or bad, okay? They're a tool of business, and how the individual chooses to use them determines whether or not they're a tool for good or a tool for bad. So I'm going to start off with giving you some rules, all right? Now, these I want you to write down because I never, ever want you to make these mistakes when it comes to using credit cards wisely. So number one, don't spend money you wouldn't already spend. Meaning, if I got $4,000 sitting in my bank and I got a credit card with $4,000 limit, I'm gonna use my credit card for convenience purposes, but I have that money that I can pay off that bill, right? Which leads me to number two, always pay your bill, always pay it on time or ahead of time. Why? Because what gets people in trouble with credit cards are the interest rates. Now, my personal opinion is I don't worry about interest rates because I never pay it. I always pay those credit cards off before they're due. I always teach our students to do the very same thing. And number three, don't ever overextend yourself. See, that's kind of a consumer mentality. What happens is all of a sudden they'll go out there and they'll apply for a new credit card that gives them a $10,000 limit. And they're like, man, I'm heading down to Best Buy, buy me a big screen TV, right? We don't ever want to do that. So just have these down, keep them in mind, but let me show you the power of credit cards and the sign-up bonuses and how it can put extra cash in our pockets. Now, if you want to have some fun when we're done with the video today, go to Google and search for credit card sign-up bonuses, credit card sign-up rewards, something like that, and you will be blown away. I mean, there are literally hundreds of potential cards you can get. So here's a few, for fun. This one right here, this is a Chase Freedom, gives you $200 bonus after you spend $500. This one down here will give you 15,000 points when you spend $1,000. And again, I'll explain what the points are in just a second. This one, Capital One, earn 100,000 bonus miles when you spend 20 grand. Oh, by the way, this one, you didn't see me highlight anything. Why? Because there are no sign-up bonuses. So you know what? Get rid of that one. Not going to worry about it. Here's Chase Sapphire, 80,000 points when you spend 4 grand. Now let's talk about that for a second, because the reality is for the average Joe consumer, right? Spending $4,000 on a monthly basis or in a given month usually just gets them into trouble, right? Because they're buying stuff they don't really need. But for you and I, as an Amazon business owner, spending $4,000 on inventory, that's nothing, right? So the qualifiers for these are very low for us. Here you get 50,000 bonus miles when you spend $2,000. Now, 50,000 miles, I fly Delta. Guess what? That's a Delta credit card. 50,000 miles, you can get 2 round trip tickets right now. I mean, that's pretty awesome, right? 40,000 bonus miles plus 10,000 MQMs. Now, if you're into flying a lot, you'll appreciate this. I love to fly. And the MQMs are what give me the status, which allow me to get upgraded to first class, which again, another bonus. Okay. So with that, I've got some examples here to kind of just show you how you can put more cash into your pocket, increasing your ROI and just pushing you farther down that path and plan to live in the life you deserve and desire. So first off, I'm going to be using in this example, the Chase Sapphire card. Okay. Now here are kind of some of the details. And again, remember, every card has its own, restrictions and its own rules and regulations. So you do want to read those. But the basics on this one are they're going to give you 80,000 bonus points. All right. Which you can redeem to purchase products and stuff through Chase, or you can redeem them for cash. Now, in most situations, I'm going to tell you the points for most credit cards are worth about a penny. Okay. Some they're a little bit less, some they're actually worth up to 2 or maybe even 3 cents per point. But with Chase, they're worth a penny. So they're going to give you 80,000 bonus points when you spend up to $4,000, and they give you 3 months to do it. Now, the odds are you and I are going to do that in our first order. So let me show you something that I'm looking at right now. Again, I love to teach not through theoretical or hypothetical, but through actual examples. I am currently looking at what are called Glade training pads, pee pads for dogs, okay? And on this particular supplier, my MOQ that I'm looking at is 200 units. They're $20 per, all right? And it should get me, based on my research, about a 25% ROI. So how do we go about doing this? Well, I can go ahead and use my own cash, right? Wire transfer or give them a bank debit card or something like that. And it's going to cost me $4,000. 200 units, $20. I'm going to move that in a month, by the way. It's going to cost me $4,000. So I can traditionally just use my bank card, wire transfer, something like that. And I'm going to make about a 25% ROI or $1,000. Right? So that's typical. That's the way most people do it. Or here's what you could do. You could go apply for the Chase Sapphire card. Why not? Right? And use that instead, because again, you're still buying the product. It's just a matter of how you want to pay for it. Well, if you use your new credit card, you're still going to spend $4,000, okay, which just happens to be the amount that they require to get the bonus. So $4,000, you're still going to make $1,000 in profit. I mean, that hasn't changed, right? Whether you use your bank debit card or whether you use your Chase Sapphire card, it's the same thing, right? But here's where the difference comes in. That you're going to get 80,000 points from Chase when you do that, right? And I told you, you can use your points 2 different ways. You can use it to buy different things that Chase has available, or you can redeem them for cash. You can convert them to cash on a 1 penny per point level. So 80,000 points. If you redeem them for cash, that means Chase is going to give you $800. So again, you can use your bank card and get nothing, or you can use your new Chase Sapphire card and get an extra $800. That's just profit on top of the order that you just did. That means the grand total is $5,800. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, first off, when we get paid from Amazon, we're going to take that $4,000, we're going to pay off the credit card, right? Because we don't want to pay any interest at all. But that leaves us with $1,800 in profit from that particular purchase, right? Now, what are we mostly concerned about? It's all about ROI. Now, I told you if I use my cash, I'm getting a 25% ROI, return on investment. When I use this credit card, okay, it works out to 45% return on investment. So you basically almost doubled your ROI on this particular order. Why? By simply using a smarter method, a little tip or a trick, a convenience using that credit card, right? But again, you got to be smart, right? Follow the rules that we talked about before. So here's a great example. Didn't quite double it, but pretty dang close. All right, let's do another one. All right. This one is the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card. Now, I want to talk about this for just a second because, again, you're an Amazon business owner or soon to be Amazon business owner. And as a business owner, you want to develop that business, and that includes business credit. So as you build your business, there's two types of credits. You have your personal credit, which is how most people kind of get started. But then as you build your business, you're going to have business credit. And one of the ways to build that business credit are through business credit cards. Now, if you open up an account with Chase, okay, and you can get a business credit card that's attached to that bank account. And this is an example of it right here, okay? So the rules on this one are they're gonna give you straight up $500 cash reward or cash back bonus when you spend $3,000 in the next 3 months. Now, again, you and I know spending $3,000 on inventory for Amazon's nothing. So here's the example I'm using on this one. I'm looking at some HP printer cartridges, okay? And currently, the 200 is the units that I'm looking at purchasing. They're $15 a piece, all right? So that's about $3,000, which is exactly what's required here. Now on this one, my ROI is a little bit less, it's 20%. But again, that's still fantastic. If I could turn my money over in a month and make 20%, fantastic. All right, so again, two options. I can go to my bank, I can wire transfer $3,000 to my supplier, or I can use my bank debit card, right? Either one. And I'm gonna make $600 in profit. That's 20% of my investment. Okay, that's typically how most people do it. Or you can do what I do. I can teach you how to do this. Go apply for your Chase business card, cash card, right? Where they're gonna give you $500 back. So you use that card instead of your bank debit card. And guess what? Costs are identical. Still spending $3,000, right? Sending that to the supplier. But instead of using your bank card, you're now using your brand new Chase business card. Still going to make $600. None of that has changed. The only difference is because you met the criteria, right, of spending $3,000, Chase is going to send you $500 bonus. Why? Because you used the card. I mean, that's brilliant, right? And so all of a sudden now we've made $4,100. Again, as soon as we get paid from Amazon, what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and take the $3,000. We're going to go pay off the credit card so we don't have to pay any interest, because that's what I always hear people say. Well, I don't want to use my credit card, so I got to pay interest. Well, don't pay interest. Okay, be smart about it. So all of a sudden we just made $1,100 net profit in our pocket on that $3,000 investment. That works out to a 36.5% return on investment. So are you getting a little excited? Because this is just something you can start doing, right away, immediately. Here's one more bonus. Okay, let me show you this one. This is a Bank of America credit card. Okay, the rules on this one are 25,000 bonus points when you spend $1,000. Now, come on, $1,000 on an order, that's nothing, right? So this is an easy qualifier. Now, the product I'm going to show you on this one is some Play-Doh that I've sold a bunch of in the past, and I'm going to continue to do it. Right now, I'm looking at 100 units at $10 a piece or $1,000, okay? And this one's got a 25% ROI. So again, my options are I can use my bank debit card. I'm going to spend $1,000. I'm going to make $250. Boom. That's, again, that's as simple as it can be. But you could go ahead and apply for a Bank of America credit card like this one, okay? And instead of using your debit card or wire transfer from your bank, just use the new credit card, right? It's going to cost you the exact same thing. You're going to spend $1,000. Don't worry about interest. Why? Because when we get paid from Amazon, we're going to pay it off right away. No interest paid. You still make $250 return on investment. But in this particular case, you're getting 25,000 points. Each point's worth a penny. You're going to get an extra $250 from Bank of America. Just a bonus. Here's some free cash. So again, the bottom line on this one is we made $1,500, right? Take $1,000 of it, pay off the credit card. We're left with a $500 profit on a $1,000 investment. That works out to 50% return on investment. And look at, what did we do? We just got smarter, right? Instead of working harder, let's just work a little bit smarter. So again, just a little tip or trick. And again, go to Google, search for it. Look at this one, $150 when you spend $500. 200 bonus when you spend 500. American Express 250. American Express Gold Card 35,000 points. Chase Sapphire 80,000. Capital One Venture Card 100,000 miles. These cards are everywhere, right? 40,000 bonus miles, 10,000 MQMs, 60,000 points, 30,000 points. They're everywhere. And the problem is people just don't understand the truth or the reality. And again, that's what we're all about at ALGO, is opening your eyes, showing you how to build a profitable, sustainable Amazon business long term. You want to keep in mind the rules that we talked about. Don't spend money you wouldn't already spend, right? Okay, pay that bill before it's due so you don't have to pay any interest. Credit cards are not bad. They're a tool of business. It's a convenience, and never overextend yourself. Okay, the bonuses, the sign-up bonuses that are available with this stuff, absolutely awesome. Feel free. I know I went really fast. Feel free to watch it again. But let me boil it down to this. You've heard me say at ALGO, we're all about the truth, right? What is the truth about selling on Amazon? Because there's so much misinformation out there, so much fallacy of what's going on. And you know what? We're all about the truth. Now, we have a proven business model. We have thousands of students around the world that are using this business model to create massive profits and, you know, tips and tricks and teaching and proven business models. And I am actually doing a live training this upcoming week. Now, I don't do these all that often, but I am doing them this week, and I would love to teach you our business model. As a matter of fact, I would love to show you. My promise is you register, click that link down below, register for my live training, and I will show you in that training step by step what it takes for you to create and have sales the very first day your products go live on Amazon. And again, there's no misinformation. It's all actual real stuff, real examples from my own personal store and our student stores. And I would love to show you how you can do it. All you got to do is click the link down below. Hey, do me a big favor. If this was a good video for you, would you click the like button right now? Because that's really important, right? Click the like button and also hit the subscribe button. Why? Because I would love to let you know when I put out my next video. We've got great videos here that are always pushing you towards the truth about selling on Amazon, and I would love to be a part of that. So thank you so much for your time. Click the link, get registered, hit the like button, and I will see you live online.